What's up, guys? Apparently, we still have the Christmas background, which I think does fit with the current weather here in the Netherlands. But let's see if we can remove that for now. What's up? All right, perfect. Welcome, everyone, back again to the weekly Vertical EMA, and not just an EMA. This is the first EMA of 2026. And guys, we are extremely excited to take you guys a little bit through what we have cooking behind the scene for you guys. Because today we're going to give you guys a little glimpse into a strategy that we're currently planning out for Vertical in 2026. So this will be something that will have an impact on the short term, but also a massive impact on the long term, we expect. And I intentionally try to intrigue you over here because I do think that if we execute this plan, this is a fundamental shift, not only for us as a brand, as a company, but also, a great push into the right direction for the space that we are operating in. We see great potential in the crypto space. We see great potential for this industry to flourish, but we feel that we need more companies building for long term and expansion. So, guys, before we jump in, right, first of all, I would like to say Happy New Year to everyone here. I hope you all had a great Christmas and that the start of 2026 was a banger for you, that you've lit some fireworks, that you've enjoyed it with your family, and that you're ready to go into 2026 with us together and support vertical and grow the token economy even further. We generally believe that 2026 is going to be a good year for our industry. And I'm talking about AI products, but also, of course, our crypto blockchain industry as well. Especially for the teams that are focused on building long-term value and are not just here to ride, the short-term hype bubbles, right? And this is exactly where we as Vertical want to move towards as well. And over the past months, we've spent a lot of time thinking about how can we make the Vert AI token one of the most compelling token economies in the space. And for that, we needed to be very honest with ourselves as well about where we are today and where we want to go next. So if we look back at 2025, there's something that is very clear, and that is that we've built a very strong, solid foundation, right? We have significantly increased our AI expertise. We have improved how fast and efficiently we can ship products. We have expanded our network. We've built a very strong brand, right? The Vertical brand. We grew to more than 12,000 token holders, created an active community, and reached over 75,000 registered users on within our products. That is not nothing, guys. That is a foundation that we can build on top of, and that is a foundation that we can compound value into if we continue building on top of it. And that is where our thinking goes for 2026. And this thinking will be, executed hopefully this year and will help us beyond 2026 to compound this value into our token economy. So, we strongly believe that crypto as a whole doesn't need more narratives. It needs real businesses that expand, that are focused on actually creating value and generating revenue with their products and building token economies around that with a long-term mindset. So instead of staying a company with just a few horizontal tools, um, we are here now currently announcing that we are planning to evolve vertical into a connected ecosystem of products and services where we aim to make VertAI the loyalty and utility layer that ties everything together. Guys, it's powerful. It's super powerful. This is what we are currently strategizing on. will, make the growth of the vertical ecosystem infinite. And this is something that we want to do, right? We want to promote continuation, growth, compounding value around our token economy. So, Friso, you're here also today. Maybe you want to do a quick introduction. Maybe you want to explain a little bit what this actually means in practice for everyone that is watching right now.
Sure, Mark. Thanks again, everybody, for joining in. Likewise, a very happy new year. I hope you had the best ending and the best already of 2026, as we're already again a week in, and we have not been sitting still, as you guys know. But yeah, Mark, I agree with you completely. So rather than just chasing hype and launching one-off products, like we intend to build like a multiple specialized AI product lines, right? And what we've learned also over the last year is that each of those product lines really needs to have a very clear ICP, right? So a very clear target customer, ideal customer to use those products. And apart from having a good customer, like these also need to be customers that try to solve a validated problem, right? And I'm saying validated problem because we can all define a problem, but yeah, we validate if the user that we're targeting is also experiencing the problem, right? And then lastly, what I think a lot of crypto companies end up forgetting is that it also needs to have a direct revenue model behind it, because why it doesn't make any sense to build this kind of stuff if it is not also beneficial to everyone participating in that ecosystem. So that focus is really important for us, right? And I think if you've joined our AMAs over the last few months or weeks, you've been hearing this all over again, right? Clear ICPs, clear revenue models, clear validated problems, and that is actually what can win in this market. So, right now I think we've spent so much time on validating and targeting various ICPs, and we've seen that when we build products for people that experience real problems, in the end this converts much better, right? And it, ultimately the product gains more traction through word of mouth promotion. If someone can solve his problem with our product and he's really happy with it, he's much more likely to basically if someone else experiences the same problem, to also pass on the word. um, but yeah, once these products really get traction, they really will create a real reason to use our ecosystem, and eventually, and that's why you're all here in the call, the token that's connected to it, correct? It needs to really create value for the token. So within the business to consumer products, right? So we're talking about vertical stream at this moment, but also products that might be in the pipeline at this moment. Like we aim to integrate VertAI utilities where it makes sense and where it adds value. So if you've heard me in the AMAs before, like, you know that I've always been very much concerned about the tokenomics. And we've been working very hard last year in making sure that those fit the needs of our token holders. But this comes down at this moment for discounts when using our products and paying in VertAI. We've been actively building a credit staking mechanism whereby basically you can earn credits while staking VertAI, which is going to be beneficial in this time of where even video AI is becoming much more popular, which is obviously a bit more expensive. So getting free credits when staking is actually a great benefit, I feel. And also we have these referral based mechanics, right? Whereby once you stake, you will get a referral code, and that referral code will give you basically access to a rev share. And we're not doing this because this sounds nice on paper, but really because this improves the experience for our users, our community, and our token holders in the end. And that's why we're here every Wednesday to talk to you guys, right? So our belief is really that over time, extending our product line in this way can increase the overall utility of VertAI. And yeah, more products in the end mean more AI use cases, and more use cases mean more ways the token can be used for access, for payments, or participation across the whole ecosystem. So yeah, I think that's super exciting, right? And to be very clear, we've got something in the pipeline for you that we're going to start teasing tomorrow. It's a completely new vertical product to show you that this is not just a theoretical direction or some strategic change that we decided on today. This is something that we've been actively building towards over Christmas. Honestly, guys, our holiday has been pretty short, especially Max. because we've built something phenomenal. Some of our active KOLs have already been having a sneak peek on it. The excitement is real. And I would say, guys, focus on the socials from tomorrow onwards. Some teasers will be dropped. And maybe, if we're lucky, we might actually see a live product in the beginning of next week. So stay tuned. Mark, maybe you want to be giving a bit of a glimpse then on what you're working on as well. But yeah, our VertiEye token, the utility that we came up with, they're going to be much more useful in the upcoming days, in the upcoming weeks. So stay tuned. Mark, over to you.
Yes, yes, yes. So alongside our own product expansion strategy plan, we are also exploring, the introduction of something completely new. And that something is what we call Vertical Labs. And Vertical Labs is planned to be a research and development company within the Vertical group, right? The Vertical ecosystem. And it basically focuses on execution of initiatives where we use our experience, network, and execution power to support high quality external builders who want to launch under the Vertical brand. And that support goes like that support will include advisory, go to market strategy advice, execution help, and also potentially when they join the Vertical Alliance, this is pretty important. They are able to leverage our loyalty mechanics for exposure. So what does that mean, right? Our loyalty mechanics are really focused on rewarding the people who support our ecosystem the most and the longest, right? So those who hold more VertiEye, for example, for longer will receive the most benefits because you have been loyal to us. And these loyalty mechanics, they may include airdrops of those tokens we support, right? These may include early access to those public sales of those new tokens for only VertAI holders, right? So we are really, looking at high quality founders with high quality products. And we are even going as far as, for example, offering up to $25,000 in ecosystem grants for founders with strong ideas that we believe that generally add value to the Vertical ecosystem. And this is extremely powerful, right? This means that we are not only planning to extend the product utilities within our own Vertical line of products, we are also looking to extend into Vertical services where we are bringing in high quality products and companies with high quality founders, supporting them and bringing that value that is created there into our token economy as well. And
Exactly.
you wanted to add something there?
No, exactly. So I think the amazing, what I really love about this, right, is that like we've went through this whole cycle of building up a token, over throughout 2024 and 2025, right? And I think if we look back at those 2 years, it's something that we've done fairly well. And actually, we get a lot of outreach from companies, people with business ideas asking us how we did it, correct? And
Yes.
like our time is scarce, as is yours, so we can't help everyone. But sometimes there's these ideas that fly by that we think, wow, this could be super beneficial to either our token holder, to the Vertical ecosystem. Maybe they want to leverage our AI products, and in that case, we want to help them, right? Like, obviously, we were also helped in the beginning by the people that we reached out to. And we saw this amazing opportunity to share this with our ecosystem and our token holders. So indeed, like we aim 2026 to go a little bit wider to that extent, but by helping other founders with great quality products. And if we launch them under the Vertical wing, potentially we can actually do airdrops in the future to token holders of VertiEye. And I think that increases massively the potential of our token, but it also helps us connect with innovative ideas, with new builders, and it keeps us up to pace as well. So I think it's a mutual beneficial idea that is in the pipeline right now, and I really, really love it.
Yeah, no, definitely. So It's super powerful, right? The bigger idea of this loyalty mechanism, and also helping high quality third party founders, bringing them into our ecosystem. It's really a bigger idea here to encourage long term participation into our ecosystem as well, right?
Yeah.
And I think that is super powerful. Like product utilities are one, but we gotta create also incentive to keep participating, to stay loyal, and to actively contribute into our token economy and reward those who stay the most loyal to us. So that is a
It's
little
like a
bit.
launchpad, right, Mark?
No. It's not. It's a consulting agency that where we help external parties to with their go-to-market strategy within Web3, where we only focus on high quality companies, founders, and very impactful ideas that fit our quality standards, and where we see an additional value from bringing them into our ecosystem as well.
Yeah.
So,
But like I
um,
said, for example, like one of the things that you and I discussed is that sometimes it's hard. Like if you're investing in other crypto projects, not all projects they come out face forward, especially in the start. And for us, we see a role there that we can already pre-vet, those people, and once we take them on the vertical wing, then we also will be responsible for any outcome. Shared responsibility, obviously, of those tokens. But
yeah,
it gives a layer of trust from a party that I think by now is trusted in the space,
yes.
which is really helpful, and it helps us be on point with innovative ideas and get to that earlier than the rest, which I think is always interesting, right? But
Exactly. I think that is a very valid point that you make there, right? So the whole philosophy around this, guys, is we've built a very powerful brand, right? Built on trust that we execute, trust that we deliver products, and that trust that we've built in our brand, um, we can utilize it to extend it beyond ourselves, right? And what we really want to do is that any project, third party company or founder or project that we bring into our ecosystem, we do the due diligence, right? We make sure they are doxed, that they are, set up their legal entities, that what they're doing is actually legally compliant, right? So, and we help them get through that process because we did it as well. And I think this
yeah,
is something that we are really missing in the space is real companies with real ideas, with quality founders pushing their products into the Web3 realms, but also focusing on these revenue potential IDs, really creating value, right? I think this is something that we're missing in this space, and I
yeah,
feel that vertical, we stand for that, right? We are here to build long term. We are here to extend the utilities of our token, and like, of course things are going to be hard, right? But we see people around us that have great ideas but have no idea how to bring that into the Web3 realms, and I think it's a win-win, right? Our ecosystem grows, VertAI potentially benefits from it, the Web3 space benefits from it because we are actively bringing in more actual valuable products, with valuable companies behind them, and they can leverage every benefit that Web3 brings, right? Great community, tradability of your token, liquidity, all those kind of things. Guys,
so,
we
so
want to make this space great again, right? And we want to work with anyone that supports that mission and support them through the process. And we want to make sure that our ecosystem is open for anyone that can add value to our ecosystem, and that VertAI is at the center of it.
yeah, and maybe just so if you're listening today, right, and you're already sitting on an idea and you want to leverage artificial intelligence in that idea, I think, well, if you're launching any new concept, I hope AI somehow is part of it in the current day and age. But you see opportunity to, for example, leverage our infrastructure, or leverage our expertise, or knowledge, or network, then reach out, and maybe we can talk about a grant, maybe we can help you figure out the core problems that are visible in crypto startups, and we have a great community that can give you feedback on any idea that you have. So I think that's really the feed right there, Mark.
Yeah.
And maybe just to summarize, because I saw in my chat there might be a bit of confusion. Vertical Labs, so the thing that Mark just practically announced, is not the same as the idea that I am speaking of, that we're also going to tease this week. So in this AMA, you have not received one little insight in something that we're absolutely trying to do in 2026, but two. So yeah, I think it's clear that we've talked about direction, that we talked where we want to be in the space in 2026. We've had very interesting strategic sessions within the team, and yeah, I think those moves are going to be more and more clear in the upcoming week as those new products and new ideas are structured, rolled out, placed on the website, and teased obviously on our social channels. So starting tomorrow, guys, we'll be stay tuned in our Telegram community and on X, and yeah, we will be not disappointing you in the upcoming days. That's for sure.
Yeah.
So I'm really excited about that, Mark. Is
Yeah.
there
Wait. I just want to
Yeah.
make a final addition here before we move to the questions, right? So, what we really aim to do here, what we're really planning out to accomplish is, build an ecosystem, right? An ecosystem where we introduce our own product line, where we, aim to enable these product utilities that we've set up over these product lines that we are, or over these products that we introduce. But we also want to open up this ecosystem of trust of real high quality builders for other people, right? So it's a two-part ecosystem, and where we are going to, actively plan out to make VertiI the token, the center point of it all, and that is basically what we are going towards. And
So maybe it's
it's
good, right? So to sum up, so if you hold vertical tokens, like in the upcoming, what will be for 2026, if you're a holder and you intend to hold that token throughout 2026, do expect the following utilities, right? You will be getting a discount on any AI usage that you do, not just on text generation, image generation, video generation. AI is going to be at the heart of our company as always, as we're AI first. But you'll always get a discount. Apart from that, if you hold our token, you will benefit as part of our ecosystem from anything that will come out of Vertical Labs. And we intend to make that a frequent, reoccurring thing throughout 2026, right? And this could be in the form of airdrops or public sale participation. This could be, like that, right? And then thirdly, you're going to be able to generate actual cash revenue in USDC or in VertiI, up to your choice, if you refer any user to our platform using our staking for a referral code. And then lastly, if you're doing that, you'll get free credits for AI through a credit tree, right? So holding the VertiI token and having a 2026 ahead of you where you intend to use AI a lot and where you intend to participate in the Web3 ecosystem, join public and private sales, whatever, the VertiI token is a pretty nice centralized token to then hold. And I think it was not always clear, at least that's the questions that I had, is like, really what would be the benefit of holding this token. And I hope right now, that vision is actually a bit clearer for everyone. And Vertical Labs is something that really enables even further and deeper participation and benefits, I guess, for holders and for us as an ecosystem, correct? So come participate, reach out if you, we're always here, as you know. If you have a great idea, like, nothing is too crazy for us. And let's discuss,
Yeah, definitely. I'm excited, guys. Let's see
Questions.
let's see if there's any questions.
Let me
When Moon.
open the Telegram chat.
I see Daniel asking when Moon. Well, I think I think 2026 started with a blast. So I mean, let's see. We can't comment on that. New product coming, definitely, guys. There is already a new product coming soon. Like Friso said, keep a close eye out for our socials, because starting from tomorrow, we will be communicating and teasing all the more detailed elements of this, plan that we have presented to you today. And part of that is a new product coming out very soon to show you guys this is serious what we're meaning.
Absolutely. And this is not going to be a new product in 2-3 months kind of stuff. This is going to be a lot sooner than that, potentially even within the next 7 days, guys. So Without further ado, I see people asking, "What's the news?" Well, the news is Happy New Year. Vertical Labs is announced, and there is a new product in the pipeline indeed. Um, is there any other questions from our community? Maybe on X in the chat.
Telegram is pretty clear. Let's look at it here. That's all right. Yes, sir. Let me just check. Last chance, guys. Last chance, guys. And also,
I will check the
gotta keep
X.
it. Alrighty. So that is the thing, right, guys? So we are an AI first company. So we have also actively, integrated AI into our processes, amplifying our capability of doing more stuff together, right? And our organization really has become so extremely efficient because we are at the forefront of AI innovation, because we are an AI company building AI apps, and therefore are at the forefront of anything that comes out. And we are integrating the latest and the best and most efficient technologies internally, right? How do we know what product works best if we don't utilize it ourselves? And that is super powerful because our organization has been designed so efficiently to AI in the past few months. We are able to operate multiple products, operate even services within our team. And also because we have a lot of smart guys in our core team, right? We can make impact here. We want to make impact. We are going to make impact. And the only way to do that is, utilizing our foundation of 2025 to extend it further into an ecosystem.
Can we say something already about the companies that we are advising with Vertical Labs?
So I think this is one of the parts of the details that will be rolled out in the coming weeks, as we said, right? Starting from tomorrow, bit by bit, we're going to share more details. Very soon, Vertical Labs will have its own website where, from launch, you will see exactly which companies we already are advising and have in the pipeline that want to join the vertical ecosystem. There are very innovative companies building real products that solve real problems, and where we see great value to give you guys, to give exposure to, right? So,
Maybe I have one clarifying question I know the answer to, but maybe just I'll
yeah,
ask
go
it.
for it. Go
Can
for it.
I can as if I have a company idea, right? The focus is on. Can I have an idea around AI, or do I have to also launch a token? So, are we Vertical Labs? Is it fenced in any way? And what type of companies we would like to support?
Yeah, so we are looking at companies, or let's say companies with a real product, with real revenue potential, that benefit from having a token integrated into their business case, or we are looking for high quality founders with a good track record, with an amazing ID, where we see great potential to add value within our space or outside of it. It can be in AI, it can be in Web3, or it's just an idea that is very impactful that could benefit from a token integrated into their business case. We are, like Friso said, right? Go as crazy as you want, but we are doing our due diligence. We are checking who you are, what your track record is, what your foundation is of knowledge, your experience, and if you have it in you to become, a company with a token integrated. Because this is maybe not something that a lot of project founders talk about. It maybe looks all nice and easy, but having a token is actually a layer of complexity, and you should only pursue it when it actually adds value for your company, but also for your community. And only those companies where we see great fit of having their own token and aligning that with our vertical ecosystem, that will make impact, those are the companies we want to help.
Yeah. And does it matter if they, well, this is probably a question that it should not even matter if they want to build on a certain chain, or, like, I know we are also, we've been going cross chain. over 2025. So yeah, it's not specifically focused like we're not gonna do any meme tokens, guys. Just to put that out there. No, but I mean for the rest, we're pretty chain agnostic. Like we're like Mark said. I think there's a bunch of companies like as we have experienced. As it's also a difficult thing to maintain, it has so much great benefits. Like us having this amazing group of people that like to test our products, that give instant feedback, that are honest about what they like to see or what they not like to see. For us, that's real value as a company. But also the token itself just draws in new consumers because they are interested in paying with our token, for example, or interested in the products that we build. People that like innovation, that wants to follow us. I think all in all, not every company will benefit of a token. Of course not. It needs to have utility in their network. But in general, there's definitely some companies that I see that I would love to launch a token for because they could come up with great utilities. And we know what was funny, Mark. Maybe just an anecdote from last year is that so we came up with this utility where you could pay with Vert AI and get a discount, right? And for us, this was the most logical thing to do. And then we looked around in the space, and there were so few tokens that you could actually exchange on the company's website in exchange for services, right? So we custom built this integration whereby you could buy, subscription and packs paying with Vert AI, and then all of a sudden these founders started reaching out and be like, "Hey guys, how did you manage to allow people to pay in your token?" And we're like, this is our native currency. We want people to pay in our token to participate in our ecosystem, but it's a great utility to have. But people somehow saw too much complexity and overlooked the opportunity for the community there.
Yeah.
But I think it can be as simple as that, and obviously just discount with paying in a token is it's not what makes everybody's heart tick like crazy. So it needs to be more than that, of course. But utility can attract new consumers and new opportunity.
Bro, it's we went to the Ring of Fire, right? Also in regards to compliancy in Europe with Mikar, the network that we've built, the brainstorming that we've put into it. Our mind is set to how to create a good token economy with a real business case, and real products, and how can we build, like, our whole mind works like this. And just like you say, right, people are reaching out to us to help them and to advise them on their projects. But we are like, okay, if we are opening up our expertise for other people, we want to make sure that if we do that it comes to benefit of the Vert AI ecosystem. And so that's exactly the reason why we introduced those loyalty mechanisms, so that if we pursue also helping others under that vertical alliance wing, it will always, we always aim to benefit the Vert AI token economy from it.
I see our CTO is actually right now he's messing with us. He's dropping bombs in the chat. Again, guys, Mac. I think vertical gateway. Can we mention something about vertical gateway, Mark?
No. Let people. It's gonna roll out, guys. Keep track of our socials, right? There's so many interesting things that we've been working on in this new approach that we're planning out. And bit by bit, product by product, utility by utility, we will roll it out on our socials. So keep track of our official communication channels, and get excited, guys. A lot is coming. This was only a teaser, but the concrete things and showing that we're serious will be posted on our socials very soon. And we'll be going into 2026 with a banger.
Absolutely. I think, Mark, it will be super nice if we like next week the AMA, just to have a quick jump start to next week. Next week the AMA will be a demo AMA
Yeah.
of a live product. So that's going to be very interesting for the community to join. I also know that we have been working on the B2B side on certain things when it comes to AI personalization and customization, something that we've obviously been heavily focused on over the last year. And Mark, it goes very close to your heart. I think that is something also maybe worth discussing very soon. to at least keep everybody in the updates on also what we're doing on the business side, leveraging our AI expertise. But for next week, I think it's still going to be focused on a new direct-to-consumer product, which is not Vertical Labs or Vertical Gateway. Mac, thank you. But it's something very different. Our engines are absolutely in motion at the moment, and we're gonna go speak to you next week. And we're really excited to what this week will bring for us. Stay tuned; you will be updated.
Yes, sir. Well, I couldn't end it that better. So I'll leave it at that note, guys. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. This is Frizo and Mark tuning out. See you next week.
See you next
Bye.
week.